Hello there guys, and welcome to Pilot Boy 94. And today is a little preview. I think I would call it a preview of this scenario that I've created. This is the 1822 service to Sheerness on Sea, and it's a very nice evening commuter. So first of all, I'm going to open the doors just to get the scenario started. So I've put up this message saying, "Welcome driver, you are in charge of the 1822 service to Sheerness on Sea. Enjoy the evening commute through South London and into Kent." Right, so first of all, I'm going to start by saying there are certain add-on packages that you will need for this particular scenario. First of all, I'll say that you'd need the Sheerness branch. Because this unit, the class 466, is only available from the Sheerness branch. But to start with, you're going to need the combination of the Chatham main line and the Kent high speed line, which is available on the Steam store. And all the links to all of the add-ons will be in the my Steam Workshop page with this download scenario. So, like I said, you need the combination of Chatham main line, which is this, Victoria to Gillingham, and the Kent high speed line, plus Sheerness branch. Next up, you're going to need 465. There is AI traffic on this, a lot of AI traffic, and I've tried to make it as realistic as possible to the timetable because this is actually a timetable train service. So you're going to need the class 465. You're also going to need the class 442, the Wessex Electric Gatwick Express, and there will be an AI one pulling into Victoria at any point now. You will need the class 455-8 Southern train, which you can see over there to my right hand side. There is one parked at platform 10, I believe. You will also need the FCC class 377 because there is it's not First Cab to Connect anymore, but it's Thameslink services are running between Denmark Hill and Swanley. You'll also need the Overground class 378, the Capital Star. And also the Brighton main line for the 377 AI. And with that as well, I don't know if it will work if you don't have the Armstrong Powerhouse sound packs, but I have the Armstrong Powerhouse sound packs for the 455, the 442, the 377 Electro Stars, and I also have the sound pack for the 465s and the 466s. So that is basically my recommendations. I would recommend that you do have the Armstrong Powerhouse sound packs. So to explain the scenario, this is the 1822, like I've said already, and what is already in the title. And we will be driving from London Victoria, this is platform 4, all the way to Sheerness on Sea. This route, I will tell you, is approximately 1 hour and 45 minutes, and includes a range of different types of lines and different types of AI. AI from the standard electric Southern trains, as you can see here, there are 377. There's a 375 to our left, there's a 455 to our right. There is also a Gatwick Express 442 approaching the station. And you also have 465s and 466s also running the line. So, to start off the route, you'll be driving from London, and this will be a preview which will take you from London to I'll take you as far as Bromley South, where I will end the video. And so I'll take you through suburban London, southeast suburban London. This train goes via the Catford Loop. And when we get back onto the Chatham main line at Shortlands, we will be trailing a Orpington train as far as Brickley. So please watch out for the signals if you ever do this scenario. And I'll show you as well towards the end of this video where those points are. Also, once you leave Swanley, you'll be leaving the London area and into rural Kent. That part, there's no problems really once you get out of London. There are a few, you might have some frame rate issues here. I am already tanking frame rate at the moment. According to Fraps, I am doing 4 to 5 frames per second, but once I get out of the Victoria area, it will definitely improve. The problem is that Victoria, obviously, as you know, is one of the busiest stations in the country and possibly one of the busiest in London. Well, it is the busiest in London. One of the busiest, sorry. And so you have traffic of all types. And all AI traffic is based on timetabled services. So no services on that you'll see are made up. They are all timetabled services. So highly advised as well, to start with, frame rates won't be great. And that's about it really. Oh yeah, and once you get through Rochester, Chatham area, we're now ready to go. Right, there is a slight bug on this signal in the fact that it only displays red, so I just pressed tab and you just saw the message. So we get our guard. Oh, and this is another thing about this particular service. It is a guard operated train service. And I think Train Simulator is just about to crash. No, it's not. It's still running, and hopefully the brake pressure can come back, because we need to go. This is a very tight timetable, by the way, so you need to make sure that you are on point with speed. And I think because I'm running fraps, it's not working very well. So what I'm going to do is end the video here. Hello there guys, and you rejoin me now as I depart Victoria. Yes, the simulator did crash and I'm getting really poor frame rates, but you can see here that 7455 is departed at the same time as us, and we'll be trailing it as far as the junction where we go apart. So there's plenty of AI to have here, so I hope you guys enjoy this. And you can see now that the Southern train is now speeding up to 45 miles per hour, and we should be hitting 40 in just 1 second as our rear comes over. So as you can see, there is a lot of AI to contend with, hence the really poor frame rates at Victoria, but I'm sure that you guys will enjoy this. I mean, most people who normally take up the scenarios are people who have quite good computers. So I hope you guys can enjoy, and this is a little preview. And like I said in the intro, I will be travelling as far as Bromley South with this 466-465 combination, and I had to do a lot of research to find out what sort of services, because when I found it on the timetable I was thinking, oh, you know what, I'd love to build a scenario, so I did. So here's the scenario, and I hope you guys can enjoy it. So as you can see here, the Southern train is over there and we're coming over here, and if you zoom in towards Battersea Park Station, there's a 377 over there in the distance. So like I say, there's plenty of AI to contend with, and like I also mentioned, the AI is based on the actual timetables. And I already listed the add-ons that you are required for this, and you'll see most of them apart from, you'll see all of them, and you've already seen half of them. As far as Bromley South, you'll see all of them apart from the Kent High Speed Line, which is the London to Faversham High Speed Line add-on. You won't see that particular need until you get past Rochester, where the high-speed trains will join you. And I believe on this there are you'll pass 2 high-speed trains. So I found out recently, the reason why I put this together is that there are a handful of services from London to Sheerness in the peak times, both morning and evening. So I decided, I'll do an evening peak service from London, and quite possibly I might even do one coming back. So here's another AI, C465, and that's not the 465s that come with the Chatham Main Line. And I will note here as well that the 465s on the Chatham Main Line are different 465s to the one that come with the British Rail Class 465 Networker package. The ones that come with the package are the Dash 2s, and the ones that come in the Chatham Main Line are the Dash 0, Dash 1 type 465, which have different motors. So we just passed Wandsworth Road and we're coming up to, I believe it's Clapham High Street, and there is a London Overground Capital Star over there, and like I say, there is plenty of AI to admire. It is in service, it's just currently stopped at the station, and we can go observe it now. And you can see the doors are open here, so this is a running service. I have, like I said to you, I have the Armstrong Powerhouse sound packs, so you might hear that now as this train departs. So there you go, there's the Armstrong Powerhouse sound pack in play there. So we'll go back to the train. That was a train bound for Clapham Junction, and we are now coming up to Brixton. 20 mile per hour coming up. It is a bit of a slow section between the junction at Brixton and Loughborough Junction. I don't know what the reason is. I mean, it looks like, in my opinion, trains could go faster there, but for whatever reason they do. So this is, like I say, a timetabled service. It stops only at Denmark Hill and Bromley South. Well, in the London area, Denmark Hill, Bromley South, St Mary's Cray, and Swanley. After that, it goes to Farmington Road. I'm not too sure what the other stations are, but and then it goes, essentially speaking, after St Mary's Cray, it's all stations. I'm going a bit too fast now for the 20 mile an hour in just past Brixton, but you can see here there's 20 mile an hour coming up. Brixton station is on our right, which we won't go through because that goes via Herne Hill and past Beckenham Junction. So now we are passing a disused platform here at Brixton, and we are making our way towards Denmark Hill, and we should be coming up to Loughborough Junction soon as well. So if you enjoy commuter type trains, this is the scenario for you. And if you have all the packages listed in the Steam Workshop page, again, this is the scenario for you. And also if your computer can handle the AI traffic at Victoria, because once you leave Victoria, it's perfectly okay. The occasional AI traffic will pass you, and the occasional, or you'll pass them as well. So this is Loughborough Junction. This is the west side of the junction, a very rarely used part. I believe there's about 4 or 5 trains that actually use it now, just to go up to Blackfriars, because there's not many southeastern services from Blackfriars anymore. Hence why services like this exist, and the fact that the Thameslink trains now, you can get Thameslink train from Luton, Bedford and St Albans all the way to Sevenoaks via Denmark Hill, Bromley South, Swanley, and is it Otford as well. So you have a few Southeastern no longer operate the services from Blackfriars. It's a very rare service now, so that's why you need the FCC Class 377s. Although I don't have any Thameslink repaints, because to be honest with you, the unbranded 377 is fine, because the 377s are still painted in the purpley colour of First corporate livery. So we're now on the approach to Denmark Hill. We are on the east side of Loughborough Junction, and you probably saw Loughborough Junction station to the left as we passed over it. So it's 60 mile an hour here, but there's no point really to speed up to 60 because it's only a short section. So we're now on the approach into Denmark Hill. Very nice station, and like I said in the beginning, if you listened, this is a guard operated train service, so you don't have to stop where the monitors are. The reason why it's guard operated is because once you go past Swanley, there are no more driver only equipment at the station, apart from when you get to Rochester and Chatham, because I know Gillingham have dispatchers on the platform to dispatch trains. I didn't actually show you the train when it was in Victoria because the frame rate was tanking, and I just honestly couldn't. I had to stop recording and reset the scenario to get us running again. So now as you can see, I don't know if you know, but this is a 6-car train. I had to find out online what sort of trains operated the services to Sheerness, because I wasn't sure if it was the Electrostars or the Networkers, and I found out it's a combination of 465s and 466s. So today you have a 466, which you will be in command of, with the destination blind saying Sheerness. And to the rear you have a 4-car, class 465-1, and this is all up to date. This is from the current timetable. And the date of me recording this is the 17th of September 2016. So I'm not going to leave links to the timetables, but the timetables are the current timetables. So you can see here we have Southeastern's current livery here. It's on the Networkers, it's the blue stripe on the bottom with the light blue doors and the white background. So this is 465-1, and like I said, this is from the Chatham main line, and this is different to the 466s and the 465s. They have different motors, and as you can see here, they look slightly different. There's not many differences. I mean, one of them being this. Another thing being, I'll actually show you on the 465. You see between the carriages there is a plastic piece between the bogie and the connecting walkthroughs there, and you don't have that on the other 465s. And there's actually quite a few things I can pick up on here, like the bogie looks a little bit different with the wheel slide protection equipment on the top here, and it being on the bogie on the -1. And you've also got these holes where the cabinets are on the bottom, which you don't have on the -1s. But other than that, they're pretty much exactly the same trains, albeit different motors. And if you ever go spotting in South London and you go spotting for Southeastern trains, you'll notice the Networkers do have a different noise. I mean, I personally, when I was a child, didn't really pick up on it. Yeah, I could hear that there was different motor noises, but I wasn't too sure what it was all about. The art of Wikipedia, it tells you all that information. It was basically because the Networker trains were built by 3 different companies: ABB, Brell, and don't know who the other ones is, but there was another company who also was building the 465s. And I believe most of the 465s now are owned by Angel Trains, which is a leasing company. And if you know anything about British Railways, that all trains are not owned by the operators. The operators, like I say, just operate trains, and they don't own any stock. All stock is owned by leasing companies such as Angel Trains, Porterbrook, and there are several others as well, including HSBC Limited was it PLC Holdings, I believe it's called, and HSBC is Hong Kong Shanghai Bank. So that's an interesting one if you didn't know. But anyway, we're now coming through Peckham Rye, and this is a bit of a slow section. The Catford Loop isn't a very fast section of line, but it's a nice, mostly elevated railway, and gives you a nice feel for South London. I mean, I've been on a lot of lines in South London. I don't believe I've been on the Catford line, but we are on the Catford Loop line, which essentially just avoids Herne Hill and Beckenham Junction. I suppose in the case of the main Chatham mainline services to Gillingham and Rochester, they can use this as an alternative. So now we're flying over the overground lines, or the South London lines there, as we head towards, I believe the next station is Nunhead, there's a junction at Nunhead. We're going to be turning towards Catford, and the junction goes to Lewisham. So for the local Dartford services from Victoria, they will go straight ahead towards Lewisham. So we just got an advance warning for a 40 mile an hour, which the sign is coming up, so we're just going to slow down for that. If you maintain the speed limits, you can keep up with the timetable, and like I've mentioned already, the timetable is set to the real life timetable. So it is quite a challenging scenario for novice users. You must keep up with the speed limits, or else you will end up running late. There is no punishments. I don't set this as a career scenario. This is just simply a standard scenario, just for fun. So it doesn't matter if you're late, but in different parts you'll notice different things. Like here in London, it's on the Catford Loop especially, it's quite slow. And when you get out of London into Kent, it's obviously faster. And then when you get onto the Sheerness line, because there are single line sections, at one stage when you're at Queensborough, you have to wait for a returning 465 to clear the single line section before you can proceed towards Sheerness on Sea, which is the final stop, and Queensborough is the penultimate stop. So this line is really interesting, the Catford Loop, because it goes over several different lines, including, as you saw, the overground South London lines. There's also a lot of, because it's elevated, it goes over a lot of roads, and this is a very high dense area. There's the I believe that's the London Bridge East Croydon main line towards Loughborough Junction. I'm not too sure what the next station is, but you will see some AI traffic soon. So here we go, there's a 465 coming here this way. This is a 465-9. The Dash 9s have first class sections on it and a slightly different interior. That Dash 9 was from Raynham, and I hope to be releasing that scenario soon as well, a Raynham Victoria, which is only one train a day. So like I say, this route here, the Catford Loop, is elevated, so you get to sit above a lot of houses, which is quite unique in terms of Train Simulator. There isn't a lot of Train Simulator routes that are like that, especially UK wise. Yes, the South London line is a bit like that if you have it in various parts. So we're now turning and we should be approaching Catford anytime soon. There's an advance warning for 40 miles per hour. And the 40 mile per hour starts just after the platform here at Catford. So we're at Catford, and we will pass over the other Catford line as well in just a moment as well. Now we're on 40 mile per hour line, and we are just proceeding on this curve, which will bring us towards Beckenham Hill, I believe, and then we'll then rejoin the Chatham main line at Shortlands, and now we're passing over the other Catford line. 60 miles per hour here. And once we hit this AWS, we can speed up to 60 miles per hour. And again, at the next station, there is another AI train. This time it's a 377 operated by Thameslink trains from Sevenoaks to St Albans City. And this is operated by a Class 377 today, and in the purple livery, which is available on the FCC package, as you can see here, unbranded Thameslink service. Okay guys, as you can see ahead, there is a double yellow signal ahead of us, and as we approach the next station, we'll start to slow down. So we're approaching Shortlands, where the junction is, and because there is an Orpington train ahead of us, which would currently be in Shortland Station right now, we are slowing down as it is directly ahead of us on the main line. So we've got now single yellow, next signal being red. So you won't have to worry about breaking the speed limit here for 50 miles per hour. And as you can see, the banner repeater is on the block position, which means that the next signal is red. So we're going to slow down with an easy approach into the signal. So as you can see, the signal is red. That would indicate that the train ahead of us is in Shortland Station and blocking the section for us to go to proceed. Okay, signal has changed, so we're going to speed up again. The next signal being at the end of the platform at Shortlands. So my recommendation for speed here is don't go beyond 40 miles per hour, so you can control the speed. And this hill here will basically hold you back a little bit. So once you coast like I am right now, it slows us down. You don't really want to be doing more than about 35 as you approach the platform, so you can stop in time for the signal. But for me, I'm slowing down now because I can see the signal as we come out of the junction, and it is red. And you don't want to be doing what they call chasing aspects, because that can lead to SPAD. So always take caution when it comes to red signals, like I am right now. Okay, it's changing now, and this is an automatic signal, so it will automatically change. So that means the train now is in Bromley South station, or on the approach into Bromley South. There is a signal prior to it. If you look at the indicator below, there is one prior to Bromley South train station. So we'll cut the power again at 40 miles per hour. And we are 0.3 of a mile away from the signal. We'll start slowing down. The signal should come into sight any moment now. Find it weird that there is a banner repeater for the fast line, but there isn't for the slow, and there's the red light. So we want to make an easy approach again. Don't want to make it uncomfortable for passengers. And you don't want to be overrunning this this signal here, because there is TPWS on this signal, so it will activate if you SPAD here. So just going to make an easy stop. And reminder to use the DRA, the driver reminder appliance, which is the red light on the left when you stop at red signals. Essentially means you can't apply power to the train when you've got this activated. And like it says in the name, DRA, driver reminder appliance. It's a reminder appliance. It doesn't do anything really. It is a safety feature fitted. So until the signal changes aspects, we are going to leave that on. Okay, signal has changed, so we're now allowed to proceed into Bromley South Station. Remember to release the DRA when the signal changes as well. Your scheduled departure time at Bromley South is 18:46. Remember to stop at the 6-car stop marker at the station. The 6-car marker is just after the road bridge here at Bromley South here. And as I don't know if you can hear, to our left of us on platform 4 there is an Electrostar arriving, which will be going to Ramsgate and Dover Priory, and there it is. If you remember the train to our left of us on platform 2 at Victoria, that is the exact same train, just leaves a few minutes after us. So here we are, Bromley South. This is the end of my preview, but this route, like I say, should take about 1 hour and 45 minutes, almost 2 hours long. It's a really nice route if you like the mixture, and it's such a good train for the route as well. So I would highly recommend this. I've been testing for about a week now to make sure that everything works fine and everything is good. So I'll leave you here, Bromley South. We're going to watch this train depart and then we'll call it a day. And like I say, there are a few issues with signals. You'll see one after Brickley. Once the Orpington train has cleared the line, but unfortunately you can't do much, and I have put a notice tab. Also at Swanley, I will warn you as well when you do the scenario that at Swanley there will be a red signal at the end of the platform, which is just basically you wait at. It will clear as soon as your doors close, as a train will pass on the fast line, because you merge into the fast line. So I'll leave you to it, guys. I've done a lot of researching to make sure that the liveries are right, especially on the 375s, because I've got two different types of 375s on here. And I'll see you guys on the next one, and I hope you guys enjoy it if you download this scenario. So once again, I'll leave you to it. Our train doors are closed and we're going to depart.